Good evening and welcome to Midnight Movie Club, and finally another video on Zack Snyder's upcoming zombie heist film, Army of the Dead. Now, it's been a minute since we talked about Army of the Dead here on the channel, and that's because it went silent ever since we heard that it went into production. Since then, all we have heard are rumours of a late 2020 release, which was to be expected. But thankfully today we have had a wee update coming out of Looper which gives us some more information regarding the plot and Batista's character, and it also narrows down the release timeframe for us a little. Some of this stuff you may already know if you've been keeping up to date with it here on the channel, or if you've just been doing your own research, but hopefully you'll learn something new about the film, because I did today. So enough lollygagging, let's get into it. First up, Looper have told us to expect the film Winter 2020, as Snyder has stated that is Netflix's plan. Winter 2020 makes sense, especially with it being around Halloween time, and with Army of the Dead wrapping up principal photography in October 2019, an October 2020 release is very doable. Now moving on to the plot update, we have pretty much the same plot with a little more info, so I'll read it out for you. The plot centres on the city of Las Vegas, which since the advent of the zombie apocalypse 6 years prior has become a quarantine zone, surrounded on all sides by shipping containers. No living thing dares to enter except one guy, Scott, being played by Batista, and his ragtag band of survivors. Batista's character Scott apparently owned a casino in his previous life before zombies, and he has his sights set on the contents of the safe at his former establishment. So we now know that money is still good in this post-zombie world outside of Las Vegas. To me it sounds like Las Vegas has kind of been forgotten about along with the outbreak, and maybe people don't pay attention to it anymore. I kind of like that idea. Before though, I was thinking that Batista's character was going to be hired from a casino owner to go in and retrieve his fortune, but it's nice to find out it is actually his own, so the stakes are higher for him. I'm also really interested to see what everyone else's motivations are for going in on this mission with him. The main one will be obviously for a big payday, but I feel some other characters will be hiding other reasons to venture into the quarantine zone. With this being a heist movie, I am expecting some double crossing and backstabbing, and I just can't wait to see what happens. I reckon it's a really interesting concept, kind of like the Italian Job meets Dawn of the Dead. Also, in one of the early scripts for the film, Batista's character Scott was actually a policeman, and his reason for venturing into the quarantine zone was that his daughter went in there when the outbreak started. She kind of wanted to find something out about the outbreak and see how it was all connected to the government, so I'm not sure she was like a doctor or like a conspiracy theorist trying to bring down the government, but it's nice to see that they've given it all on him to be the casino owner. So obviously he'll know how to navigate Las Vegas, he'll know all the little nooks and crannies, and I think it's just going to be a bit more interesting instead of him just going in to save his daughter. It's just him going in to get his fucking money, and I think it opens up the door to not be so much of a lovey-dovey story, more of just a let's kick some zombie arse and get paid. And as well, it's just great to see Snyder back, and I'm really rooting for him on this one. After what he and his family have been through, it's been a tough time for them. Let's hope he returns with a bang. Anyway, that's it for this wee video. I've got some reviews coming soon, so stay frosty for those. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and if you haven't already, then subscribe to join the club. As always, thank you very much for watching, and good night.